There are only 3 people left in this world. Me, Will, and Ryan. Started off with 6. The population of Wowtown was 6. We've dropped half. And now the population of Wowtown is 1 because me and Will left. We lost everything. We lost everything after Mask died. Everything was bound to go downhill. And we should have seen it coming. But we didn't. I think that's where we went wrong. I have been dead before. But I came back. Masked has been dead before. Is dead. I haven't seen Mask's ghost. I don't remember that much about this guy. It seemed he had a bad life, because the things I remember aren't that good. They're sad. They're things that didn't go well for him. Oh, I did need that block, didn't I? Where'd it go? That'll work for now. Okay. I'll go to sleep quickly. Let's go see my grave. I'm the only one online, so I can't get caught being in there. Got my normal skin back, by the way. Oh my goodness, this place is a mess. It's just over here. In the graveyard. This one was my grave. This one was where my sword was kept. I only remember the bad things. But if I remember from Ryan's ghost, he only remembered the good things. So, if we think about it, humans and ghosts are opposites. They're like, yeah, because Ryan only remembered the good parts of his life. Ryan was a little bit different to my ghost, though. He didn't remember, like, anything. Because some good things he didn't remember either. I need to talk to someone who's met my ghost. Because I haven't. I remember being dead because I was up there and I couldn't do anything. I could see the future. But we've already passed the furthest I've seen. And that was Mask's death. I knew that was going to happen. And I knew that there was no way to stop it. But I couldn't let history change. So I had to let it happen. Now I'm the reason that Mask is dead. I need to find Mask's ghost someday in the future. Not now. We don't need to find Mask's ghost now, but soon. We need to talk to either Ryan or Will. It'd be easier to talk to Will because, I mean, Ryan doesn't like us. But I don't know. I want to figure out what ghosts are. No one's really studied ghosts on the server. So we don't really know how it even really works. So I want to find out how it works. There we go. I just don't get it whatsoever. Will would be the best person to talk to because Will has met two ghosts. Will has met Ryan and my ghost. And they must obviously be different for each person. Maybe. Oh, okay, I think I got it. Maybe it's because maybe Ryan didn't remember anything because he didn't have any good memories. He was always a bad guy, and even when he did have good times with me when he was my vice president, when Will was banned, he was obviously plotting to do something because a month later he was freaking taking over everything. So he must have no good memories. When he joined the server, he said something about, like, I don't really remember, but I know it wasn't good. Whatever it is, since he joined the server, he hasn't been a good guy. Whereas at least I had some good memories. I had good memories since the start. When I joined, I wasn't bad. I did what I was told. started WoWtown with Will. I lived with Speed. Let's go back to my past and try and see if we can remember what my ghost would have remembered. But first, we're going to go to somewhere closer, because I want to go see something from Ryan's past that I know is nearby. See if I can find anything that would have maybe been a good memory. Because if I find one, then I'll be confused. I'm trying to find some wood because I'm gonna need a boat. Oh, screw it. I'll just use my trident. Okay. Let's go. It's in this direction. There it is. I don't know if it is Ryan's first ever house on the server, but if it isn't, we have another place that we can go to and try and figure things out. I think a bit of this is claimed, so I don't think I can really go into everything. It's a nice house. It's cute. It's by the water. Hold on. I gotta sneeze. So. Okay, I'm good. So, it's cool, and I don't think any necessarily bad memories would come out of it, but nothing awesome. So, I don't know, maybe he had some good... I gotta talk to Ryan. I'm gonna have to talk to Ryan. Tell me what he remembers about his ghost. Okay, one last place we can go to try and figure out some stuff about Ryan's past. Now, I haven't been to this place since my ghost was there. Like I said, I only remembered the bad memories from my ghost, because we're opposites. That's a bad memory up there. I was locked in a prison up there for like a month. Okay, I think I've got it. I think I've got it. This was good memories, because I remember when Ryan joined, he was all happy that he got this place and he made it. But he blew it all up. Or like, not blew it all up, but he destroyed it when he was the president of WoWtown, when it was Ravenville. So, he's fixed it a bit, I think. It looks better than it did. That's for sure. There was like holes in every house. But, basically when he destroyed this place, it took away all of his good memories from this place, which he did right before he died. When he did talk about his ghost, he said, I asked him, do you remember anything? And he said, not really. which means maybe you remember like some faint things that were slightly good memories, like maybe parts of Peachville, but nothing that far. You know what I still don't know? I still don't know where Ryan lives. This is just random. This has nothing to do with it. Ryan talks about how he has a base, and I don't know where it is. I don't know. Let's go, though. It's time to go back to my ghost. We have a few things to do. We're going to go back in my past. And we're going to... Hold on, I'm going to put my armor on just because it's getting a little bit... It's nighttime. There should be a sleeping area up there. So we're going to go back to my past and my ghost past, which, like I said, I only remember the bad bits. I do know that house I was living in Wowtown, though, while I was there, being vice president, that was my ghost's house. He built that. That's one thing I remember that was not necessarily bad, but I had to be told about that. I didn't know that was my house at first. Oh god, this is... I've never been here technically, because my ghost and me were basically different people. Like, the only thing that transfers out is now my ghost is dead. Oh my goodness, I gave him a bone. Sorry that didn't sound right. Okay. Oh my god. One of my worst memories of the ghost. Blackouts. Blackouts. It's all coming back, okay? Where's the place that I was kept? Here it was. It looks very different. But me and Mask were both kept here. I only have faint memories of when Mask was here, because, I don't know, maybe Mask made it easier because I wasn't alone. But I can still remember that Mask was there. Yeah. I had blackouts. Now, if I remember from Ryan, blackouts are moments the bad thing happened and your ghost forgets it seconds after it happened. Maybe if we piece it... Okay. I only remember the bad memories. Maybe it's because when a blackout happens, it's sending all of the bad memories that the ghost just had to me. To my care. To myself. To the soul that's actually me. The human me. That makes sense. A blackout is sending the bad memories to your soul. That makes... Oh my god. I thought I fell all the way down, but I'm good. That makes perfect sense, though. That like, sounds like it would make sense. Sorry, I'm just using my armor to get down. There you go. Okay, so now I think it's time to look into my past. We're gonna go... First, I gotta go to Wowtown and get my food. No one calls it Raw City. Okay, so let's go get my food, and then we can go to my first ever house on the server. It looks different now. I'll tell you, literally this is just going to be like going back in time, because I feel like it would help. I'll say every memory I have, which should be a lot, because I am myself. I'm the human. So I remember everything from myself, so everything from my life, but the parts of my ghost that were good, don't remember much of that. That should be good for now. Okay, the closest place is Harrenhal. To my first 2 homes. Okay, it's in this direction. Oh my goodness. Those are the... Okay, well, let's start here, actually. When I first started playing on the server, the second day, one of the first, like, really big memories I had was climbing up this hill, not even noticing this bit here, and I thought it was really cool, so I started streaming for, like, 5 seconds. You can't get up here anymore. They've, like, rearranged the mountain. Oh, no, because that's the mountain I climbed. It was, like, right at the end of the Harrenhal area. Because I could break things. Here it is. There we go. And then I went up here. And I climbed across this. Huh. By the way, if anyone is in chat, I'm just letting you know that when I'm doing this kind of stuff on the Time to Battle server, I'm not reading chat. I don't even have Twitch opened right now. So yeah, I'm just letting you know. If you're in the chat, I will not see what you were saying. What the heck? That wasn't there before. Huh. Okay. Well, here we are. My first home's right here. I built it inside of, inside of a, like the middle of, like, you know those water caves that are inside of, like, a hole? Built it on that. It looks very different though, and I'll explain why. It used to just be to where these chests are, up to here, but then there was, like, also a room right here. So this whole bit wasn't here at first. None of this. But everything in this direction was. I came back to live here after the verbal war, is what I call it. There's this dumb war that happened in Wowtown. And I left Wowtown. And then Will and Ryan came to live with me the second time I moved here. The first time I lived here, Will wasn't even on the server. That's how long ago it was. If you didn't know, it goes in order of joining. It was me, then Will. Will joined, like, maybe a month and a half after me. He didn't. He joined, like, 2 weeks after me. But, I don't know, he didn't really like it at first. Like, it's not like he didn't like it, but he didn't really play it. So, I'd say he officially started playing, like, a month after he joined. And then Ryan joined, like, 3 months after I joined. I think this was Ryan's first house. I can't go in it. But, yeah, my first memories were what can I remember from this house? I remember building it. I remember this mine. I was very lucky with this mine. There were a lot of diamonds. I remember also I was building my nether portal. I come out to get something from my chests. I look over. Speedy, he's been in a few of my streams before, was just poking his head through the window, and it made me so scared. It freaked me out. But yeah, that's how I met Speedy. We've been pretty close since. Let's go. I love this house, but this place is kind of a mess now. Let's head on to my next house. There's a few things over there that I have built at the next house. Let me explain how I came across the next house. I literally was kind of sick of living in that tiny home, because it was tiny at the time. So I said, where should I move to Speedy? And then he said somewhere close to me. So I did. I moved somewhere close to him. At the time, Speedy lived, you guys can't see, I'll turn up my render distance so that it's easier. Video settings, I'll turn it up to like 28. You can kind of see it now. I want to show you guys it from far away. Oof. So I'll move closer and then I'll turn around. It looks very different now, by the way, because when I left to start WoWtown, actually, with Will, we didn't know it was going to be WoWtown at first, but it ended up being WoWtown. Speedy stayed here, and he had one of his friends called James join. James lived right there, which was never... Actually, he lived in Will's first house. But before we get to that, I want to show you this area. This was my first ever shop on the server. It's empty now. But if we take a walk over here, this is the first thing I built. It's been griefed now. I don't really know why, but as you can see, like, a bunch of the glass panes are gone and stuff. Yeah, it's been ruined, but... and that sucks, but it's whatever. I don't really come here anymore, so... Anyways, if we go over here now... So, I'll show you how this works. Speedy, when I came to build this bit of the house, just this bit, not that long tunnel, right here, he lived over there, and he said, what if we just connected our houses? So he teared down his house, he made the tunnel, and then we both lived together. I'll show you guys the house. That happened literally a day after I built the house, by the way. I don't even think I was done building. Holy! What the heck? Why are there so many boats? I don't think I can actually get in here, because I think it has a claim on it, but I'll show you guys quickly. Yeah, this is James's house now, because he has a claim on it. This was Will's first ever house. This was called Cookie's Camp. That's James's house after he moved out of here. And now he lives, like, somewhere completely different. I don't even think he really plays this anymore. Here was my second ever house. Probably I had the best time when I was here. WoWtown would probably be the best time, but this time was very close to it. Because it was so much fun living with Speedy. He made that. This upstairs was my area, you can tell, because it's like super empty after I moved out. My chests were all over here. This was all my stuff. It's changed a lot. I did not have 3 beds. Let's go down here. This was Speedy's area, which seems like he uses this area as a farming place now. Because he also moved out. He, like, lives in this underground, like, underwater area. See, like, this all is all used for, like, farming now. Like, sheep farms, stuff like that. Okay, let's go back to West City. Because that's where my next house was. Which is now Will's house again, I think. But it's called Ziff's house, because it is Ziff's house. We lived at the house back here. You've probably seen it all the time. It's a really good looking house. Ziff built this. And we had to pay him $40 a day. 40 battle bucks a day to live here. So, I'll show you around. It's very, very broken and kind of messed up now, see? Oh, I messed up, didn't I? I big time messed up. Okay. There we go. I forgot I wasn't wearing armor last time. Okay, anyways. This was the chest area. Then I'll show you, me and Will kept the same room, I think. So this was our room up here. Now in here. This was me and Will's room. But now it's just Will's room, because he moved back in here. And yeah, but I was living here semi. The eye is here now. It's a robotic eye. I don't know how to feel about it. This was my room after I came back. I didn't really use it that much, but I was allowed to if I wanted to when I was living in the haunted house, so that I always set my spawn here, so I'm back to where I'm supposed to be. No, I'm supposed to be at the exile place. I thought I saw something on the wall. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to my next house, which was in Wowtown. Wowtown hasn't started yet, by the way, in these times. This was the Scabby house. You guys have seen it recently, because this is where Will was in house arrest. I lived in the Lee-Bear room, if you've seen Stampy. Like the room of no requirement, I think it is. So if we look over here. This was my bed. Will slept in the Stampy room. There's clips on my channel still, if you want to go back, of us building this. Yeah. But then, as we were in this house, Wowtown started. Because Dorico then moved in right there. Then we built that. Then I built that tower. Then me and Will built the announcement center, which we then claimed Will as president, and started elections. And then we built the milk bar, I think was next. Maybe? No, this was. Which was a house to buy from Will. Then the milk bar. Then the battle arena. I don't know what was next after that. Then I'm trying to think, what was it? I don't know. But that's all I really need to remember anyways. That didn't help me. I still don't know any memories. Maybe. No, because I do, like, all of the good memories. I gotta figure out more by talking to ghosts. I need to talk to Masked. I need to find Masked's ghost. I need to talk to Ryan, see what he remembers from his ghost. I think I'm onto something, though. That's for sure. Let me go get some more food. And then we'll head back to the Exile home. We'll just take the stuff with me. There we go. Okay. That's that, basically. We figured out some stuff. I'm gonna spend even more time, though, trying to figure out even more, because I want to figure out as much as we can about the ghosts. That's what we're gonna spend this time doing. See you guys later.